Hey guys, in this video I'm going to show you how to make an easy DIY dog bed. This tutorial is ideal for a small to medium-sized pup, as the bed can be thrown directly into your washer and dryer. It's perfect for puppy training or for our senior dogs that may have some more accidents. My parents adopted a puppy recently who is currently being crate trained. He loves sleeping in his crate, so I thought I would make this dog bed to fit inside. For reference, my measurements used for this bed are 18 by 24 inches. All you'll need for this DIY is fabric for the pillow shell and pillow cover, some fiberfill to stuff the bed, and matching thread. For the pillow shell, what sets this apart is using a waterproof mattress cover instead of the lightweight cotton fabric you often see used. This doesn't cost too much more in terms of buying fabric, but is super beneficial with an accident-prone pup. The version I used is this terry fabric protector that can be machine washed. I know it costs more than the vinyl or plastic versions of mattress covers, but please make sure to find one that is washable without instructions to simply wipe clean, since these cannot be thrown in your washer and dryer. The construction of this bed is pretty much the same as a pillow, and all you'll need are two pattern pieces. One is a rectangle measuring the 18 by 24 inches with a 1/2 inch seam allowance all the way around. We will use this to cut 2 pieces of the shell fabric, which makes the base of the pillow, and 1 piece for the top of the bed cover. To create the back pattern piece for the cover, I simply divided the length of the pillow in 2, which gave me 12 inches, and then I added about 6 inches in length. This is for the opening in the back that will overlap. So essentially, I had an 18 by 18 inch square base pattern piece. I added a 1/2 inch seam allowance all the way around except on the one side with the added length, which will get an 1.5 inch seam allowance, so we're able to hem this. At this end, I made sure to notch the fabric at the 1/2 inch and 1 inch mark on each side to use as a guide later. We will use this pattern to cut the 2 pieces of the back of the bed cover. It shouldn't matter if your fabric is a solid color, but depending on the pattern, etc., make sure for your 2 pieces, one has the added hem piece of the pattern to the left and one has this flipped with the hem portion on the right. When cutting the fitted sheet, I found it easier to first cut off the part that stretches over the mattress with elastic so I could lay the terry fabric down flat. Use the pattern piece or measure accordingly to cut out 2 rectangles for your base. With right sides together, sew the square all the way around, leaving about a 5-inch opening. To make the corners cleaner, simply cut some of the excess points off the fabric at the ends. Flip your pillow shell right side out through the opening and stuff the pillow with fiberfill. I stuffed the corners first and filled until pretty plump. You can hand sew or use your machine to sew the opening 5-inch area shut. I was able to use my machine here, but if the pillow is too difficult to maneuver in your machine, hand sewing works just fine. Now we have the pillow shell, which is the base of your bed. To sew the cover, first we need to hem the 2 edges of the back pieces. Fleece fabric is pretty forgiving, so no need to press your seams. Use the notches as a guide to fold over a 1/2 inch and then 1 inch down. Pin in place and sew along the presser foot. Hem both of the back pieces. Next, lay flat so we can assemble all 3 pieces together. With the right sides facing up, overlap these 2 back pieces about 6 inches, with the hem sides facing each other. Lay the front piece down so your fabric is right sides together. Next, pin the 3 together. Simply sew the entire rectangle together with a 1/2 inch seam allowance all the way around. I had some excess fabric in places, so trim any if you have it and clean up the corners on this as well. Turn the cover right side out from your opening back flaps, and lastly stuff the shell into your cover. And you're done! This can be adapted into a bed for a larger dog that will require a couple of extra sewing steps and some different care and washing instructions, but let me know if you're interested in seeing this tutorial. I think it's safe to say little Kuma loves his new bed, and my mom will love how easy it is to clean. If you'd like to see more tutorials and DIYs like this, please make sure to like and subscribe to Canine of Mine, and we'll see you in the next one.